What is up, and welcome back to Dead October. And man, do we have some patch notes to go over for August the 1st. Dear Metas, Once Human will undergo server maintenance on August 1st at 4 a.m., which corresponding time is 11 p.m. Central Time for me, Chicago, which means 9 o'clock for the Pacific Coast and midnight for New York. How exciting. The maintenance is expected to last for 4 hours. Please plan your game time accordingly, and thank you for understanding and support. We have been actively listening to and addressing feedback and suggestions from our community since the global release. This maintenance will include the following content: optimizations. Memetics optimizations added a new item drop, Memetic Specialization Memory Fragment. After using a Memetic Specialization Memory Fragment, you will gain the corresponding Memetic Specialization effect. Up to 3 Memetic Specialization Memory Fragments can be used per season. When the in-game item controller is used, there is a certain chance of obtaining a random memory fragment. All Memetic Specialization Memory Fragments will be destroyed at the end of a season, and they will not be sent to the Eternaland Depot. Memetic Specialization Memory Fragments can be traded between players. Okay, so this sounds like we are going to get fragments after using a controller, or a chance to get fragments of the specializations. Correct me if I'm wrong. So does that mean we're getting an added 3 specializations that we can get? That's what it sounds like to me. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what it sounds like. And I'm all for that, because there's like, what, 83 specializations? And it kind of sucks not being able to smelt your own gold and relying upon some dude named Chet who pretends like when you give him gold, he only got your silver, not the gold. Right, Chet? Anyways. Number 2, adjusted some display elements on the Memetic Specialization screen. Optimized the stacking of certain metal ingots in the backpack. Optimized the display of Memetic Specializations in the gear details pop-up. Production output of regular ammunition can be increased by 50%. So I'm assuming that just means you can produce more ammunition at one time, because it was kind of ridiculous. You can only do like 10,000 at a time, I guess. What was optimize the stacking of certain materials? I think that's for, say, like you have 40 cinder blocks in one stack and 293 in the other, and you couldn't get them to stack back up. That was very irritating. I hope that is what that is. 2, gameplay optimizations. Enrich the Highway Pursuit game mode. I have still yet to see one of those. Is it just PvP server, or is it on? I've never seen it. Added a new Highway Pursuit route in the Chalk Peak region. Once again, I still haven't seen it. The event starting time is now fixed to 9 p.m. server time. Rosetta trucks will now automatically drop sproutlets even if the player does not attack them. Increase the quantity of sproutlets and reward drops. Optimize the item storage quantity and subtraction rules of the cargo scramble game mode. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. I guess when you kill somebody, you drop a few sproutlets, and so it'll give you more or less, whatever. 2, optimized the ease of checking certain display elements. After opening the map, you can now click on the monolith, securement silo, public crisis event, cargo conquest, and other icons to open their details screen. Added a combat invitation function to public crisis event. You can now send invitations to other players via the chat channels. There is no longer countdown timer for pressing ready when entering a monolith or securement silo solo. Oh, good. That was ridiculous. Like, of course I want to go into the monolith. I said, let's go. Also, I do like the after opening, you can actually click on and check each individual thing, because there's a few weird things going on with the silos with hard mode to regular mode, where it's not showing what loot is in there for you. Like there's one that is just it'll show chest pieces, the blue generic chest pieces or mods, and then you go to hard, it has a gold gloves mod. I forgot exactly which one it is. It's down in whatever, Dayton. Vehicle optimizations. Increase the acceleration and maximum speed of low-level motorcycles. I don't think it needed. It's incentive to upgrade it. Slightly increase the acceleration and maximum speed of off-roaders and coupes. That was definitely a definite need. Fixed an issue where after boarding a vehicle, the player would need to press a movement key once before being able to operate the vehicle. I've never had that problem. I usually just press up and it goes. Added a function where if a vehicle is stuck on terrain, you can hold down the accelerate key to free the vehicle. Added a setting for auto centering the vehicle camera. You can now choose to enable or disable auto centering while operating. Oh, thank goodness for that. I hated that. I'm definitely disabling it. Optimize the vehicle repair and modification procedure. Heavily damaged vehicles must now be repaired before they can be modified. Interesting. Planting optimizations. Added a continuous planting function to the planter box. The function will automatically replant with the previously used seeds and fertilizer. Okay, that I like. I'm curious as why they didn't just do that with plant shroom, but maybe it was something with the fertilizer. Because if you have the shroom guy planting, he doesn't do fertilizer, but at least now you can continually have your what type of fertilizer put in that you want. So I like that. And then you can keep shroom guy just continually picking your crops for you as opposed to him having to plant them and everything. So that's good. I like that. So then that way you don't have 5,000 of, you know what I'm gonna say. I'm done. I can go on for hours about that. Combat optimizations. Fix the issue where the attack buff gained from defeating a target with Doombringer did not stack. Fix an issue with certain kinds of damage in PvP mode were not affected by the gear build. Adjusted the rules for bounce target selection. Blackwater will no longer be targeted by bounce attacks. I don't know what that is. Adjusted the deployed weapon accuracy value. The actual attributes have not been changed. Added a weapon inspection function that can be accessed from the action wheel. Okay. Added a hit counter for the cam abyss glance. Optimized the field of view when using iron sights on some cam weapons. I don't know anybody who still uses iron sights. Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe for the beginning of the game, I guess. Wilderness optimizations. Construction is now forbidden in the vicinity of Scarecrow at Rippleby's Market. Okay. Added a camera height option to the settings. The player can now adjust the character's vertical position on the screen. That's interesting. Optimize the movement path of the Wanderer. It can now move around within a single region more effectively. What is the Wanderer? Oh, is that the bus? It's probably the bus. Interaction art and SPFX optimizations. Optimized the appearance of teleportation towers. Optimized the on-hit SFX for certain deviants. Unlocked some control functions and some settings, which that's good because I know there was some key bindings that you weren't allowed to do. I'm guessing that's what it is. Added a controls display function. The player can now view their current controls and their corresponding functions. Ugh, I don't need to see that. I guess so you can see what you're hitting on screen. Maybe that's good for YouTubers and streamers. I don't know. Trades. Added Nisa's Loot Crate to the Sproutlet shop of Nisa. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. The little jellyfish head girl. An NPC merchant who can be found in neutral strongholds. There is a 30% chance of obtaining a legendary mod when opening Nisa's Loot Crate. If a mod is not obtained, one of the following will be obtained instead. Acid times 200, barreled premium fuel times 20, or Stardust source times 67. I wonder if you could still purchase mods from her, or if it's just loot crates. I wouldn't recommend purchasing mods from her anyways, because they all roll with all white stats on them. I hated that. It was like a waste of good Sproutlets, if you ask me. Deviation interaction optimizations. Optimize the controls for synchronizing deviation abilities. The player can now press G to interact with a securement unit to sync a combat deviation to their cradle. Okay, so we don't have to go in, we can just sync them. Adjusted the controls with withdrawing deviations after opening a securement unit. The player can now press U to withdraw the deviation. All right, that's interesting. I'm not sure who was complaining about that stuff. I mean, I guess it's a little bit easier, but it wasn't a big deal in the first place, I don't think. Character controls and camera optimizations. Optimize the camera when interacting with the bed furniture item. It seemed like they fixed that from the CBTs anyways. Reduce the player's recovery time after being grabbed and thrown by a deviant. That's good. I hated how long you'd sat there after being let go. Fixed an issue where changes to the character's body would cause their arms to clip through using a melee weapon. Adjusted the camera sensitivity when reloading while scoped to be the same as that of aiming while scoped. That's kind of scoped in and not scoped in, I think is what they're trying to say. Camera controls when reloading a weapon with a high-powered scope will now be more fluid. Okay. I'm not, I think they're saying that you'll reload as fast when you're scoped in as you're not scoped in. I think there's words missing there. Also, I hope they fix the whole when you're unscoped and then you scope back in while reloading, you can still see through your scope because it would black out. Maybe that's part of it. Or blank out, blacked out. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Task narrative optimizations to make it easier for you to view all your purchasable items and traders in neutral settlements. Items sold at Claire's shop are now included in the settlement shops. In addition, the players can now press W and S to scroll through dialogue options. Okay. Cosmetic optimizations added more hair color presets. Optimized the result screen for Rift Space Securement Silo and Dungeon instances to highlight players with outstanding performance. Added a result screen for the Prime Wars and Stronghold Conquest that congratulates the top ranked players. Various style effects will be displayed based on the player's rankings. All right. Praise the ones who do well and shun the ones who suck, I guess is what they're trying to say there. On PC, the resolution can now be changed when playing in full screen mode. You couldn't before. Optimize the Manibus scenario on PvE servers. New server-wide tasks and rewards have been added for phase 5 of the season. I don't know. I played Manibus and I soloed it, and I don't think you should be able to. That's my 2 cents on that. August themed event on Nalcott Island. The month of August itself is an anomalous event. During this forgotten summer, we will receive additional produce from harvesting every week. More events will be gradually unlocked in the game. All metas are welcome to participate. Log an event on August 1st, 8th, and 15th. Special rewards will be unlocked, including the epic cosmetic Crimson Spider Gloves and Butterfly Emissary Crate. Rewards can be claimed anytime before the event ends on September 4th. Upcoming events: Wilderness Express starts on August 15th. Enjoy racing through the wilderness alone or as a team and earn a rating for mileage and collisions achieved. Collisions? Attain the required rating to claim rewards, including Star Chrome and limited edition cosmetics. Fulfilled Wish Vest. Okay, so I was looking at the vest. It's the vest that we got in CBT. CBT 2, we got it just for logging in, and CBT 3, I believe we got it for Hive reward, if I'm remembering correctly. That's the one with like the bullet vest. During the event, defeat enemies to earn loot crates, which may contain specimen cards. Collect specimen cards and fill the specimen encyclopedia to obtain rewards. Revert to the event screen for detailed rules. This all sounds interesting. Shop arrivals. New arrivals are available in the shop. Visit the shop, check them out, blah, blah, blah. Added the epic quality outfit Racing Loon, as well as discounted theme pack. Yeah, discontinued. I don't know why they would discontinue anything yet. Added the Neon series of epic weapon cosmetics for the Soaker, MG4, KF SBR, and other. Can we get some darker, like more not so flashy stuff, like evilish dark, stuff like the inky stuff you took out, but left all the weird neon, rainbow, pretty crap in, whatever. Added the city vending machine cosmetic for the vending machine. There's a cosmetic for the vending machine. Oh, you got to make your money somehow. It is the first facility cosmetic to be available and comes in 3 colors. Brings some glamour to your trades. Added the Sunny Coast living room furniture set. Transform your home into a romantic summertime beach. What happened to all the car skins, the coupe skins and stuff? Put those in. I don't want stickers for a vending machine, man. You want me to spend money, put cool stuff in the game. And enough of this weird rainbow shit. My Little Pony crap and weird jokers. Put in cool looking stuff. Dark colors, blacks and reds and, Halloween stuff. Orange, and not this weird stuff. And then there is just an insane slew of bug fixes, which if you really want to read through all this, I will leave it down in the description for you guys if you want to read the link through it. I do not want to go out of there. So all in all, this sounds like a really decent update. I am interested in it. And I am very interested and I'm looking forward to some of these changes. I'm very interested in the Mementix optimizations, what exactly that is. If it's just adding on to or if it's replacing. I'd imagine, hopefully it's adding on to. But either way, let me know what all of you guys thought in the comment section down below. Likes, comments, subscribes, and all those other things. And I'll be seeing you soon.